evening, Tiger Sports fans. Tonight, on the road, up north to Delta, it's girls volleyball. Our Lady Tigers come into Delta, undefeated in the NWAL, to take on an undefeated foe, the Delta Lady Panthers. I'm your host, Mark the Captain Bly, on the call tonight, Miss Karen Savage and Mrs. Carly Zeider. Cole Ballman on the tech over there. And we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem and player introductions, and we'll be back right after this. All right, there you go. We have the starters and national anthem out of the way. If you're out there listening to us and you don't have video, you're not supposed to. We are on video delay tonight due to NFHS contract Delta has. But you will be able to view this game with the video in its entirety as soon as we archive it, which will be at the conclusion of this. So, ladies, this is going to be a good matchup. Both 4-0 in the NWAL. Liberty Center coming off some powerful wins. Delta also. So, you know, I think it's going to be a good match tonight.
And we got some really good officials tonight. Terry Holman and Bill Weissman.
Yeah, I think they knew
veterans.
They better for this. This is going to be an important game.
I think it's important to note Delta has 8 seniors, very similar to us, probably with some good leadership.
And they are 3-1 in the league.
4-0.
4-0 in the league. So they beat Swanton the Swanton. Yeah, it's not non-league. Yeah, that's one of those weird things. I know Archibald Waseon do that. They play the non-league, one non-league game. Delta and Swanton do that.
So they've played Bryan, Patrick Henry, Evergreen, and Archibald.
And as Karen said, 2 veteran officials tonight. I think they know the importance of this game in the NWOAL. And, this is probably not the final say in all of it, but it certainly sets the tone for who wins the NWOAL tonight.
And as Carly said to me, Swanton is cheering for Delta. That way they would still have a chance. And Liberty Center is serving the ball with Al Moeller. Moeller takes it. Emmy Gray. Kirsten Moss. It hits the antenna. So Delta gets the first point. And I'm struggling with the numbers.
Mariah McGarry, number 8. Kirsten Moss hits the hole.
And they hit the antenna. I don't know that we've seen the antenna hit much this year, and twice.
Really. McGarry checks out with Nation checking in. Nation is their setter.
And Reese Kessler,
the knuckleballer,
comes in for Emerson Gherkin to serve.
J.C. Spees with the receive for the Panthers.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Liberty Owl up 2-1 here in the early going. We will be giving you the score if you view it afterwards. We do have the scoreboard camera on, but again, we're on audio only.
Reese sends her second serve over the net. It's coming from the back row. But that time it hits in.
That was by J.C. Spees of Delta. Back to serve is Kate Freese.
She's a senior. Kate's a senior. And a nice kill.
With the kill.
By Jones.
No tip at the net for Delta, just a straight.
And Addie Zentek in to serve for Liberty Center.
Checking in for the Delta Panthers is Eleni Haas.
Nice serve. It hits the net. Out of bounds. So
Sydney Churchill by the Panthers hits it out.
4-2, Liberty Center.
Addie Zentek with her second serve.
Churchill again at the net.
Again. Oh, no.
Out.
First, he wanted it on the line, but then he got it right. Then he got it right.
Received by Spees. Free ball by Churchill.
Dished over by Jones.
Olivia Smith hits it over for the Panthers.
Moeller to Gray. Jones. And drops at the net after the block.
Carly, that's your shot right there. Liza Jones with that flares out to the end and just winds up.
Tigers up 6-2. Out of bounds by Addie.
There by Addie Zentek. Claire Bates checks in for the Lady Panthers with Smith back to serve.
Moss with a nice up in the rafters. Free ball coming over. Moss. Gray.
Jones tips it over.
But out of bounds.
Out.
Six to 4, Tigers still in the lead.
Received by L. Moeller to Gray. Kirsten
Moss
bumps it over.
Ooh. Out of bounds by Delta.
Out of bounds by J.C. Spies. Libero checks back in for Delta. Madeline Hazapes.
And Moss back to serve for the Tigers.
Serve received by Eleni Haas.
Ooh. And a kill by Delta.
J.C. Spies, number 2.
And she's going to the back row to serve.
Is that 2? No, that's 9.
9,
oh
yeah,
my.
they're
Sydney Churchill.
black and green is tough to see the numbers.
It is tough to see. 7-5, Tigers on top.
Received by Addie Zintek to Gray. Moeller bumps it over.
Oh. And off the block to the floor for the Tigers.
Again, you shouldn't be able to celebrate that unless you're winning. I'm just saying. Woo,
Churchill back to serve again.
Received by
Addie.
Zintek.
Jones. Nice Jones recovery. 8-6. Jones back to serve.
Kaylee Blanton checking back in the front row.
I think that's Gherkin.
Oh, it is Gherkin. Ooh,
Yeah,
sorry.
they pulled. Well, no, they did that Reese Kessler in, Reese Kessler out thing. I don't get that.
The libero business.
El Moeller on the attack.
Oh, and a kill by Moeller.
And don't forget, El Moeller and Liza Jones, 500 kills each. Emmy Gray with 1,000 assists.
Ooh, out of bounds. Too much power. 9-7.
Kate Freese checks back in for Delta. Back at the line is number 2, J.C. Spies.
And Emma St. Clair, Liberty Center's libero, back in the back row. And into the net. That was a gift.
Yeah, they traded them.
Service error.
1-1.
Yeah.
Kaylee Blanton checks back in for Addie Zintek in the front row.
Yeah, now I like these front row where you've got the bigs up front, multiples.
Emmy Gray. Oh, over the net. Couldn't handle it by Delta.
Emmy Gray just kind of shook her head. She'll take it. She didn't like it, but she'll take it.
Next one's off the libero. Rolls off her fingers. 12-7. That's 2 serves for Emmy. And off the net again. Touch. Oh, he called a touch. Bill called it in the court, and the line judge called a touch.
Regardless, we get the point.
We do. Oh, that was out. Okay.
Another service error. Olivia Smith checking back in for Delta. Back to serve is Claire Bates.
13-8, Liberty Center here. First set.
Received by Emma St. Clair.
Emmy Gray. Blanton dishes it.
Free ball over by Smith.
Moss to Gray. Gherkin.
Freese over from the Panthers. Dig by Emma St. Clair.
Moeller finds the, 2 hits.
She tipped that right over the block. I think our schedule has benefited us with playing against good blockers. Our girls know how to read it.
So we've gone service rotation. Moeller's serving, and the libero rolls off her fingers. 15-8 currently. Timeout for Delta.
You know, Carly, I'm going to go back to that point you just made. You made a great point. Our schedule has really been what I'll call the gauntlet. I mean, we have played some quality volleyball teams, and like your point was well taken there, is we've played great blockers. We've played great hitters. You know, the Archbold girl, Colors, I think her name is, great hitter.
Even the Swanton girls.
Yeah, the Swanton girls. You know, Wayne Trace, we talked about the defense of Wayne Trace. They unfortunately didn't really get on track in the offense, but their defense. So I think that's a powerful statement you just made in terms of the schedule has really gotten us to where we want to be.
And I think they're seniors. By your 4th year, you know the game better. You've been playing against some of these same girls for 4 years.
Delta's used one timeout, and Muller's back to serve for the Tigers.
Tigers have a 7-point lead, 15-8.
Off the block, Emmy. Blanton off their hit.
Blocking error.
(16-8).
Received by the libero.
And it didn't go across the net for Delta.
Well, that looked a little discombobulated, like that was going to go to the center of the court, and then the outside hitter got it late.
Moeller serving still for the Tigers. Goes to the libero.
Free ball over by Freese.
Moeller to Gray.
To
Gherkin. Ooh. 2 hits, 3 hits. Too many hits.
But I tell you what, Delta can't give Liberty too many of those free balls because they're taking advantage of every single one so far. So
18-8. Moeller sends it to the back row. Free ball
by Freese.
Emma St. Clair. Emmy Gray.
Haley Blanton into the net.
I'm sorry, I jinxed us. I had to open my big mouth, didn't I? You can say it, Carly. Not you, Karen.
No.
You can't say it.
McGarry back to serve for Delta. Received by St. Clair.
Emmy Gray and Moss. Oh. Free ball coming over for Delta. To the back row.
Smith blocked by Gherkin.
Oh, no.
2 hits.
2 hits. She was hoping they didn't see her.
Trinity Nation checks back in.
She did use her other hand, though.
She did.
And Reese Kessler checks back in for the Tigers to serve. Tigers take a 19-9 lead.
Nice serve by Kessler. Ball's over.
Freese tips it over.
Oh, okay. 19-10.
Back to serve is Kate Freese.
Ooh, might have been out of bounds.
No one called that back line, so
Yep.
she's going to take it.
Yeah. Was over her shoulders, and generally.
Well, and Coach Dockery said, hey, she pointed to the other side of the court. One of you two have to call that.
Received by St.
St.
Clair.
Clair. Emmy Gray. Nice dish over. Oh, free
Delta
ball coming over.
fights.
Nope.
Oh,
Not enough to
nice
get,
get,
over the
though,
net.
by Delta.
They didn't give up. Delta didn't give up. Number 11 checking in for Delta.
Alani Haas.
2011
And
now
Andy
here.
Zintek checks back in for the Tigers.
Addie Zintex getting ready to serve for Liberty Center. Ball's up and over.
Received by the libero.
Emma St. Clair, Emmy Gray, and a kill by Jones.
Yeah, I tell you, Delta's just making it easy right now, hitting those little dinkers over there and giving Liberty a good first touch.
But I do think our girls, you got to give it to them.
Yep.
They know where to hit it. They know how to hit it over the block, between the block.
Emma St. Clair.
Kirsten
Moss.
Tipped by the Delta blockers. Roll ball.
Ooh, help it.
Oh,
Nope.
Addie
It got
Zintek
tangled up.
Couldn't get up, but she stretched.
Well, Eddie Zintek doesn't give up. We've seen her go into the stands and go into the chairs, and she just laid out for that one.
21-12 as Delta's getting ready to serve. Addie Zintek to Emmy Gray to Moss, and off the blockers.
Power. You know, guys, I know we've talked about this, but how good is Emmy Gray at the set right now? I mean,
she's got big shoes to fill next year.
I know. It's like, wow.
Kirsten Moss back for the Tigers. Serves. Ooh. Off.
Tipped off the block into the donut hole. McGarry checks back in for the Panthers.
22-13 Liberty Center.
With Sydney Churchill back to serve.
Emmy Gray. Liza Jones. Ooh, yes. Good reaction for Liberty Center. Addie Zintek. Moeller.
Into the net. You don't see that much.
No, not much from Elle. Like I said, she got her 500th kill last week.
Delta serving again. Addie Zintek. Ooh, wow. Addie Zintek got it on the head.
Turned on.
Again, you shouldn't be able to do that when you're 8 points behind. Just saying.
Liberty up 22-15. And yep. You have one job.
Well, that is such a momentum killer. I mean, there was a little shift. I mean,
they were on a run.
Delta got it going, and then boink.
Jones back to serve for the Tigers.
Liza with a nice serve.
No.
Didn't go over.
It's okay. We made it happen.
Ooh.
I think our girls knew that, but luckily they didn't give up on the ball. You play till the whistle blows.
Yep.
Delta has a nice showing by the student body tonight.
Well, look at the Liberty stands, too.
Yes.
Full. And they got us tonight. Woohoo!
Killed by J.C. Spees down the line.
Tipped.
24-16.
Freese checks back in for the Panthers. Spees back to serve.
Going to be a free ball by Moeller. Easy over.
Short free ball.
Oh, Delta gives us the point for the win.
All right, well, Liberty takes the first set 25-16, and I'll tell you, Delta had a couple little runs, but then, service errors got both teams on that one. So anyway, hey, while we've got a break in between sets here, we want to thank our sponsors, and these guys make these broadcasts happen for you. Again, KK Collision, leader in automotive repair industry right here in Northwest Ohio for 27 years. Meyer Badenhop Insurance, since 1933, Northwest Ohio has been the home of the Meyer Badenhop Insurance Agency. STN Design, your home for custom screen printing and embroidery. The Affinity IT Group, cybersecurity managed services for your company's demanding computer needs. 3 Chords, sew it, sign it, screen it, promote it. Davis Farm Services, that family-owned agronomy business right there in Liberty Center, been serving Northwest Ohio farmers for well over 50 years. Swanton Welding, providing their customers with the highest quality services for metal fabrication needs since 1956. Pam and Dick Leatherman, longtime supporters of Tiger Sports Live. Pisanello's Pizza, great family restaurant right uptown Liberty Center. Pizza subs, wings, and a variety of appetizers right in downtown. And last but not least, the Gerald Grain Center is that farmer-owned cooperative with 9 locations in Northwest Ohio, one in right downtown Liberty Center. Our neighbor, actually, right across the street from our studio. So, guys, Liberty Center has, I think, just continued to play Liberty Center volleyball.
I agree with you. I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think we need to adjust.
Nope.
We're doing what we know what to do.
And I think I'm hoping, we've got a very competitive freshman class with this. And what I'm really hoping, and I know that they have because I've talked to them, is I'm hoping they're watching this senior class and the leadership and the unity. And, they've played together a long time. And I know, Carla, you and I both know, because I have a granddaughter, you have a daughter in that class, that those girls have played sports together since probably third grade, maybe.
I think that helps you kind of learn each other's strengths, weaknesses. You know what they're capable of,
right?
And I think these senior girls are in the same. There's a big group of them. They want the best out of each other. They're not going to settle for less.
Right. And I think there's been, from what I've seen and I've paid attention, there's been a lot of mentoring, and I think this senior class has taken this on to say, hey, there are big shoes to fill. We'll say that. They don't say it. So I think they're worried about the program. They're helping. They're mentoring. And, I like it. I like it. Liberty Center has decided we're going to play our form of volleyball, and you're just going to have to figure it out.
Teams are back on the floor.
But it makes me wonder what Delta's going to do to adjust.
They had to do something.
Yeah.
They're going to serve.
Too many free balls, too easy of a first touch for Liberty Center.
I think that's Ashlyn Lamb.
And service error for Delta.
She checks out, and Trinity Nation checks in the setter. And Reese Kessler checks back in for Liberty.
Liberty Centers. Ball's up. Out of bounds.
Sydney Churchill was on the attack for the Panthers. A little too much.
Liberty's up 2-0. Reese's second serve over.
Tip over by Smith.
Taken in the back. Oh, he's calling 2 hits on the setter.
St. Clair back in for the Lady Tigers.
And number 1, Freese, I believe, back for Delta to serve. Out of bounds. Another service error for Delta.
Addie Zintek checks back in for the Tigers, and Alani Haas for the Panthers. Back to serve is Zintek.
Nice strong serve. Oh.
With the air at the net for Emmy Gray. You don't see that often, but mistakes do happen.
So
McGarry checks back in for the Panthers.
Yep, 3-2 Liberty Center here in set number 2.
Olivia Smith back to serve for the Panthers.
Short one.
El Moeller, Gray, Kirsten
Moss.
Moss. Dig by Haas.
Moeller, Gray. Free ball coming over for Delta.
McGarry for the Panthers. Dig by Zintek.
Jones.
Ooh, that looks
free
like
ball.
A 2-hit.
And
oh,
Jones
nice.
With that nice tip over that block.
By Jones.
Mariah McGarry saw that coming, and I think she jumped and then realized that's not what I wanted to do.
Moss back to serve for Liberty Center. The libero takes it. It's going to be a free ball for Liberty Center. Emma St. Clair to Emmy Gray. Ooh.
Oh, and they blocked it this time.
They did block it.
4-3 Liberty Center here.
Bates back in for the Panthers.
In the front row.
Sydney Churchill back to serve.
Moss. Gray, going to be free ball by St. Clair. Easy over from Delta. Second ball over from Liberty. Free ball.
Shot by Delta.
Moeller for the kill, but
I don't think that was blocked. I think it was into the net.
Yeah, it didn't go over the net. 4-4, tie ball game. Emma St. Clair, Emmy Gray, and Moeller. Ooh, off the block.
Blocking air by Liberty Center. That was
Delta
Bates, Claire Bates. She's a sophomore. I think she's one of the only sophomores on the roster for Delta.
Delta takes their first lead.
Tipped over by Gray.
Emma St. Clair, Gray. Moeller's going to dish it over.
McGarry for the Delta Panthers. Dug by St. Clair.
Jones.
With
and out of bounds. Well, unless. Nope.
Ooh, nice hustle, though.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
You know, I tell you, watching Delta, we've seen teams that are very offensive-oriented, very defensive-oriented. They're pretty balanced.
Yeah,
very scrappy.
They bring a good block at the net.
Jones serving for Tigers.
Dug by Jones. Tipped over by Moeller.
Oh, and miscue by Delta. 2 back row players.
You know, I noticed that in the JV game. If the setter doesn't get that second hit, it's the libero's ball. And I think the libero did that. It's just the girl next to her maybe didn't realize.
Free ball coming over for the Tigers. Moss up to Emmy Gray. Nice dish by Emmy Gray.
Yeah, she's been very selective with that shot, but very effective.
That's the benefit to running the offense that we do. She's able to.
Tigers up 7-5. Jones serving.
Bates with a tip over.
Ooh.
And a kill.
Yep. Over our blockers.
You know, we're having to fight for every point this set.
Yep. Well, you talked about Delta adjusting, and, you know, they're not 4-0 for nothing.
Back to service Spies.
A big hard serve ace.
And when I say Delta's 4-0, I mean they're 4-0 in the NWOAL, so I think they're 8-6 overall, maybe?
9-7.
9-7. I knew that was close.
Yes, you were.
Out of bounds.
Service
Good call by the girls. 8-7 Liberty Center after another service error.
Kaylee Blanton checks back in with Emmy Gray back at the serving line.
Moeller, Gherkin, and Blanton in the front row. Oh, nice.
And that block was in.
9-7 Tigers. Emmy Gray again to serve. Oh, nice serve. Free ball coming over for Liberty. Short free ball.
We can't be flat-footed. We
Nope.
got to stay on our toes. Olivia Smith checks back in for the Panthers with Mariah McGarry back to serve.
Moss takes the first ball. Oh, and off the block of Blanton.
10-8 Liberty Center here.
Hazapes checks back in, the libero for Delta. Al Moeller back to serve.
For libero. It's going to
Awkward
be a
hit.
free ball. Out of bounds.
I liked Emma St. Clair ran that ball all the way down to the end line to make sure it was out.
11-8. Moeller.
Freese with the hit. Moeller with the dig.
Moss.
Tips it over. Roll shot by Olivia Smith.
Blanton.
Freese.
Out of bounds.
$12-8 now. Liberty Center here in set number 2.
Moeller's ball's over to the libero.
The back row attack by Delta.
Ooh.
As a kill.
That's
for
the second
JC
time
Spies.
she's done that from the back row.
row.
Lamb back in for Delta.
To serve.
Received by St. Clair. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
She blocked that ball.
Well, that's what I thought.
We call it 4 hits on Liberty.
I don't think it went out. Emmy Gray's asking.
Lamb back to serve.
Moeller. Gray. Blanton.
Tip over by Delta.
Gherkin.
Gherkin with
Oh,
the
finds
tip.
the hole.
The 3 zone.
I would say it's a little bit deeper than the 3 zone.
3 1/4.
Yes. 3
That's for
and
you,
7/8.
Jessica.
We're like at an auction. 3 1/4. Give out for 3
It was
1/4.
almost to the 3-point line.
It was. You're right.
Reese Kessler in for her second rotation of serve.
The knuckleballer, like Phil Necro, if you are older. And
Over by Blanton.
Dug by the libero. To
Dished
Smith.
over. Moss. Jones. And on the
she hit that
line.
line.
Nice kill.
oh no, I said Reese Kessler was the knuckleballer Phil Necro. I just dated myself. That's old Atlanta Braves pitcher from the 60s, I think.
Oh, and out of bounds by
Service
Kessler.
error.
Service error for Liberty. First for this set.
Freeze back to serve for the Delta Panthers.
Another service error for Delta.
Alani Haas checks back in, and so does Addie Zintek.
15-11 now. It's set number 2 for Liberty Center.
Oh, and Addie into the net.
Unusual service error for...
McGarry checks back in the front row for Delta with Olivia Smith back to serve.
Delta's libero's out currently. Soft serve over. Ooh, we're up in the stands. 15-13, Liberty Center still in the lead. Chloe Moeller takes the service. L.
And Kirsten Moss tips it
L.
over
L.
that block.
Chloe L. You know, there's a lot
it's a
of
Moeller girl.
There's a lot of Moeller kids.
Libero checks back in for Delta with Moss back to serve for the Tigers.
Nice serve by Moss.
Free ball over by Trinity Nation. Moeller over that block again.
And a miscue by Delta. Couldn't handle it.
I'm lost tonight, guys. I'm sitting down there doing nothing.
Is expecting us to be hitting over that block, and we are every single time. I'm surprised they haven't adjusted to that.
Yeah.
Timeout for Delta.
Yeah, that's a great point.
17-13 at the timeout.
Well, and I think in the first set we drove a lot of balls through the block, and you're right. I think Liberty had to make that adjustment, and Delta hasn't responded to that. So. Hey, I do want to. Cole Ballman's down there on the tech side. He's got me. I don't know what to do with my hands. You know. Appreciate him.
You're not in your position.
I know. I don't know what to do.
But I'm sure you appreciate that he's here.
Oh, I absolutely. I'm keeping him.
As long as he'll stay.
That's right. He's got a nice shirt on though. He's the only one sporting the new logo. We'll get there. We got our packs ordered from STN Design Group, taking care of our
Kirsten Moss serves.
Blocking air by Liberty.
Out of bounds. Substitution for Delta. Number 23 checks in.
Claire Bates.
In the front row.
17-14 here in set number 2 for Liberty
Sydney
Center.
Churchill back to serve for the
Oh, my
Panthers.
goodness. Addie Zintek and Em St. Clair, and the ball just rolled between them.
They both touched it. I wonder if that ball was floating a little.
Oh,
That's
ace.
got to be floating because.
Yeah.
Or dropping. Chloe Muller checks in for Addie Zintek. Liberty with a 1-point lead, 17-16.
Good timeout by Delta there. Liberty was on a roll. Delta's responding here.
It's received by St. Clair.
Oh, and just drops it over.
That block. Drops it right at that, what do you call that circle for basketball? Where the jump ball.
The center court circle.
Liza Jones back for the Liberty Center to serve.
Gherkin checks back in.
Reese Kessler out. Jones.
Claire Bates with a
Moss
hit.
To Gray. Dishes it over by Gherkin. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Number 2, J.C. Spees.
19-16. Tigers up. Jones sends it over.
Spees blocked by Moeller. Dug by the libero. Free
ball over. Gherkin. Gray. And a kill by Moeller.
That time she went right through the block.
Yeah.
Beautiful kill.
I don't even think there was a tip on that.
20-16 for Liberty Center. Jones back again.
Short.
Free ball. Moss. Gray. Gherkin. Oh, finds
it right at the 10-foot line.
She hit that left-handed and just directed it.
I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, just directed it away from the block. Nice play.
21-16, Tigers. Libero. Free ball.
Moss.
Oh.
Gray. Free ball again by McGarry.
Moss. Moeller dishes it.
Yeah.
And one arm attempt by Delta into the stands.
Again, don't forget, you will be able to watch the video in its entirety right after the conclusion of this game.
And an ace.
Ace for 23-16. Jones is on a roll.
She out of timeout? She has one more timeout.
One timeout going. And Thursday night, we're at home, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Thursday's going to be a big game. The Fairview Apaches come to town, and they've got one of the top volleyball prospects in the area. Her name just escaped me. I was going to say it. And
Kelly Kreitz is their big hitter.
But that'll be a good test for Liberty Center, and I think, we don't certainly want to look past tonight.
No,
but
this isn't over. They still got to focus.
But when you're talking about coming to tournament time, we were talking about tournament draw off the air when we started. Fairview is going to be one of those teams that's going to be a good litmus test for tournament time, I think. But, yeah, Thursday we'll have JV and varsity volleyball. We'll also have girls soccer. That starts at 7, and that'll be against the Bluffton Pirates. I think they're the Pirates. Pretty sure.
Jones serves it to the back row. And Delta's timeout.
Priest checks back in.
Emma St. Clair, the libero's in for Jones for Liberty Center.
I'm having a really terrible time reading these jersey numbers for Delta.
Yeah. I am too.
Back to serve. 23-17, Liberty leads.
Moss. Moeller. Free ball.
Tips over by
Gray. 24-17.
One of the things I think Emmy Gray has been really good at is when that first hit's just a little off, she really makes a good decision whether or not to try to set the ball back, but she just tips it forward. So.
And now she's serving for the Tigers. 25-17.
I do think Delta adjusted there. I think you're going to see maybe even a closer game next set.
Yeah, well, and you said it right out. Liberty came out. They had to fight for a lot of these points, whereas in the first set, kind of all went Liberty Center's way, but Liberty Center responded well. And again, hey, if you're watching our broadcast on the other stream, we've got soccer going on right now, and Liberty Center's varsity is leading Central Catholic 4-0.
Is that our girls or boys?
That is girls.
Okay.
Girls.
Because I know our boys had a big win last week.
They
against
did.
Archibald.
Yep. First time they ever beat Archibald.
Really?
The boys. Yep.
There was a nice post
since we became an actual sport.
Mr. Barrett.
Yeah. Nice post by Dave Barrett.
Yep. Covers our soccer. He's actually got our soccer team broadcast tonight. Again, the girls they're at halftime and they're 4-0 over Central Catholic.
That's amazing because they're a D1 school, aren't they?
D3, believe it or not. They actually were D2 last year, and they
Central
dropped down.
Catholic?
Yeah, Central Catholic dropped down to D3. At least in football, they did. They won the D2 state championship, and they got all their starters back this year, and they dropped to D3. So,
and they recruit.
Yeah, well, scholarships can get some good players moving in that direction. But great showing by our girls tonight. And then, let's not take away from here. Liberty Center takes the first 2 sets. And a lot of momentum. There was a few what I'll call battling moments by the Delta Panthers, but Liberty Center pretty much in control tonight with a was it 25-16 and then 25-17? Good. I'm glad you write these down, Karen, because
I was just going to ask.
I was a secretary in my former life.
She was the best secretary at Liberty Center Elementary School.
But again, our sponsors, guys, we thank them always. I know we go through it a lot, but I'll tell you what, we are very grateful for these sponsors that make these possible. And I tell you, one of the most important things about these sponsors is they make it so that we don't have to charge for these games. And I think that's a key. Tonight we're at Delta. Delta has NFHS. You want to watch their games through their servers, it's $7.
First time on the road for the volleyball girls.
It is for us with the volleyball girls. So we're grateful for that. We're also got a lot of support, and as the year goes on, you'll hear more and more about the Tiger Sports Life Foundation. Foundation set up to help advance the involvement of our students.
Liberty Center will be serving.
We got one of those students here today.
We do. Cole Ballman's in the house. Yeah, he went viral. We put his picture in the studio, and he got like 7 million likes or something.
Whoa.
You're bigger than Taylor Swift and
He's
Travis
got like
Kelce.
1.5 million followers on Instagram already.
You can get paid, Cole. Moeller back to serve for the Tigers.
To the libero for Delta.
Freese for the Panthers.
Emma St. Clair to Emmy Gray and Moss. Ooh! Probably out of bounds, but
that was going to be
close.
I think that's one thing in volleyball I don't like is when they put their hands up, because if you put your hands up, it's usually out.
You're right. That's a good point.
Especially when you're in the back row.
Moeller's serve.
Free ball.
He really can't afford that. To
Blanton sets the first.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's
out of bounds.
I was going to say, that's got to be past the antenna.
2-0 Tigers. Moeller's serve to the back row.
Net call.
I don't know about that.
Line judge called it on the line.
He's got a better shot at it than we do, I guess.
Number 25, Ashlyn Lamb, back to serve for the Panthers.
Moeller takes her serve.
Kaylee Blanton. Freese for the Panthers.
I don't think it went over, did it?
I don't either.
But they're letting them. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Kill by Moss, blocking air by Panthers.
Reese Kessler in to serve for Liberty Center.
3-1 lead for Liberty.
Nice serve by Kessler. Jones dishes it over.
Freese with the down ball.
Moeller, Gray, Moss.
Oh, into the basketball hoop.
Yep.
The hammer. 4-1 now, Liberty Center here in set number 3.
Second serve by Reese.
And
a kill.
By Olivia Smith.
That was a great set.
That's a little short one set.
Yep.
Freese back to serve for Delta.
St. Clair to Gray to Blanton. Dug by Freese. And
Jones with a kill. Number 11 checking in for Delta. Eleni Haas.
And Addie Zentek for the Tigers.
Back to serve. Nice serve by Addie. Whoa.
What did he
call? Oh, I don't know. He called it for 2.
I don't know about that.
Looked pretty clean.
Looked clean to me, too.
but he was right there.
5-3 for Liberty, but Delta serves. And great. They were net violation number 9.
Yeah, I tell you what, these referees have been on it tonight. They really, I think, like I said, they knew what the importance of this game was and got some really good seasoned officials.
Moss into the net. Service error for Liberty Center.
She didn't jump serve.
No, she
That's
didn't.
Unusual for her. And
Addie Zintek. Emmy Gray dishes it over.
Bates over for the
Moss.
Panthers.
Gray. Moeller.
Another net violation. Called on Bates.
7-4 now here in set number 3 for the Tigers.
And then Eliza Jones back to serve for Liberty Center.
Gherkin checks back into the front row.
Hits the net.
A ticker.
Oh, and they're celebrating on the floor.
Wow,
nice
that was
block.
A putback.
That was a perfect block.
That
was back into the court and nobody was there. It's kind of like the unicorn of volleyball.
Yeah.
And a blocking error on Liberty. Kate Freese checks back in for Delta, as well as
Emma St. Clair, the libero for Liberty Center.
JC Spees back to serve for Delta.
Zintek, free ball.
McGarry for Delta.
Nice
read of the ball for the Tigers. Back row attack.
Gray. Free ball.
Freese for Delta. And another blocking error.
Tigers still up. 8-6.
Spees back to serve. That would have been out, I think.
Moeller.
Whoa.
Out of bounds.
Those girls run to that line to make sure it's out.
Well, and what was really good about that is Addie Zintek was making a beeline and Kirsten Moss was behind, giving her
run?
Yeah, well, giving her some help.
Emmy Gray in the back row serving.
Served by the libero, Hazapes.
I don't think it went over.
I didn't go over, yep. Good call. 10-6 now, the Tigers here in set number 3.
Emmy Gray. Ace.
A-C-E, ace.
Timeout, Delta. Liberty with the 5-point lead, 11-6. I think it's first timeout of the set.
Yeah, once again, Thursday, we're back at Liberty Center, and we'll have girls volleyball, the JV game. There will be no freshman game. JV starts at 5:30 as the Fairview Apaches come to town. And then at the stadium at 7, the girls varsity soccer team will take on the Bluffton Pirates. And the girls have been playing extremely well, both in volleyball and in soccer. Our boys with a big win. We've had an exciting fall broadcast schedule, so stay with us. And then on Friday, if you can get off work at 3:30, you might get a seat because the Patrick Henry Patriots come to town for a undefeated NWOAL matchup and that county rivalry that could be playing tiddlywinks, and it would be a battle. Throw the records out, folks.
Emmy Gray serving for the Tigers. Out of service error.
You hate to see that happen after a timeout.
Yeah.
But that's why they take the timeout, is to break that serve.
11-7.
McGarry back to serve for Delta. Moss to receive. Gherkin tips it over. Tipped over by Delta.
Oh, no.
Double hit. A lift.
Why wasn't that a hit on a lift on the other player too? I didn't understand that one.
11-8.
Emmy Gray will respond to that.
Moss to Gray.
To Gherkin. Freeze.
Oh, over the blocker. With a touch by the blocker.
Still 11-9 Liberty. Set number 3 here.
Moss on the receive.
Moeller.
With
in the corner.
No, not even a touch on the ball.
Great placement.
Coach was right there. Knew it.
Yeah, she just turned like I didn't see it. I'm not helping anybody.
Moeller back to serve. Oh, and into the net. That's 3 service errors for Liberty this game.
2 in a row.
Ashlyn Lamb back in and to serve for the Panthers. Received by St. Clair.
To Gray. Moss.
Tipped over.
Free ball coming. Blanton. Gray. Moss.
Down the line. Reese.
Out of bounds. And here comes Reese Kessler. Checking in to serve.
And Trinity Nation back in for Delta.
And Liza Jones in the front row.
I like this front row. You got Blanton, Jones, and Moss.
Kessler serve over.
Freeze for Delta.
And out of bounds.
14-10 here in set number 3.
Oh, and into the net by Delta.
Swing and a miss.
Lady Tigers with a 5-point lead, 10-15.
Kessler's ball's over.
Tipped over by Smith.
And a kill by Jones up in the rafters. Free ball. Moeller.
Blanton.
Oh, good idea. Just too far out.
I think she almost couldn't decide what hand to hit it with. It looked a little, I think she decided right-handed at the very end.
Moeller to Gray to Jones. Oh. I'm not sure about that.
I know the coach was ducking.
Free serve for Delta. Moss. Emma St. Clair. Owen Moss into the net. 15-13. Tigers still up on top.
Okay, Coach
but we're going to adjust.
Yep, Coach Docker, he's like, okay, get it, pull it together.
Play your game, girls.
Kirsten Moss with the hit. Churchill for the Panthers.
Back row to Gray. Moeller. Blanton. Oh, out of bounds. Got to bring your...
Swing that arm.
Bring your arm down. 15-14. Short one.
Moss tipped over by Gray. Tipped over by Churchill.
Emma St. Clair. Oh, Jones. Going to be a free ball for Liberty. Moeller. Gray. Jones off of the blockers for Delta and a point for Liberty.
But when she gets into that middle hitter position, she's tough to deal with. Because she just went right through the block, but, at any given time, she can go left and right with a little tip.
Or above.
Yep.
Addie Zintek for Liberty Center. Into the net.
Again.
Another service error.
Delta within 1, 16-15. With Smith back to serve.
Short. Moeller. Gray. Moss. Nice.
Right at that
across
10-foot line.
Cross court. And Moss is going to serve for the Tigers after that nice point. Emma St. Clair, Moss, Moeller dishes it over.
Dug by the libero to Spiess.
Moss, Gray, Jones. Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
Exclamation point. She's like, it ends with me.
That's right.
When these rallies go a little bit too long, she's like, no more.
Moss up. Nice serve.
McGarry on the hit for Delta.
Eddie to Moeller. And found an opening. 19-15. Coach telling Moss where to place the ball. Moss to Gray. Moeller. Ooh.
And a kill for Jason Spiess. Bates back in for Delta with Churchill back to serve.
Ball to St. Clair. Gray. Jones. Oh, nice.
Wow. What
Delta
a recovery.
Had a solo block go up on that. She did get a touch on it, but.
And now Jones is back to serve. 20-16.
Gherkin back in the front row.
Jones is served to the back.
Received by Bates.
And into the net.
Into the net by Spiess.
Timeout,
I was
Delta.
gonna say, I think I just heard the air go out of the balloon for Delta here. I was just going to say it'd be a good place for a timeout. Hey, while we got a quick timeout, I do want to thank our sponsors one more time. That KK Collision, been with us a long time. Kyle Kern and his group do a great job just north on the 109. Meyer Badenhop Insurance, been servicing our area since 1933. STN Design, a lot of our new logo, a lot of our spirit wear right there at STN Design. Affinity IT Group, the managed services, cybersecurity for demanding companies' computer needs. 3Chord, sign it, sew it, screen it, promote it. All right, we're back here. Liberty up 21-16 in set number 3.
Delta timeouts are gone. And Jones serves for Liberty Center.
Received by Haas.
Oh, it's going to be a free ball from the libero.
Blocked by Gray.
Ooh, nice. Over.
Oh,
wow.
Play.
It's going to be a free ball. This is some interesting volleys.
No give up here.
Libero for Delta. Touch at the net. Moss. Moeller.
McGarry versus Gherkin.
No one's giving up.
Tipped over by.
And too many.
Oh
wow.
Goodness.
Oh, nice.
A rally.
Gherkin at the net.
Folks, if you're listening to us, you want to go get the video and watch that rally. I'll tell you what a great effort by both teams.
22-16.
Bates. Free ball.
Free ball.
Delta pushes it back over.
Oh, Abby Gray wanted to dish it and just a little short.
Priest back in for Delta with Spiess back to serve. Moeller.
Whoa.
Dug by the libero.
That was a hard hit ball.
Tip over by Churchill.
Gherkin. Oh. 22-18.
You shouldn't be able to do that when you're down 2 sets and you're losing in the third one. I don't know. Ooh.
Spieth has been a consistent server for Delta tonight.
Ooh, that might have been out, but.
Oh!
Oh, and the Delta coach is just like,
Churchill
what are you doing?
Yeah. Emmy Gray back to serve.
They had
with Liberty
on
Center.
the run.
23-18. Too close to the net. Delta couldn't handle it. 24-18.
Game point.
Emmy Gray does it. Ace by Emmy Gray. 25-18. 16.
Delta hung in. Those scores are close.
Yeah.
Close and consistent.
16, 17, 18.
Well, and we talked about earlier, Delta battled. Delta is a pretty solid volleyball team. I can see, they're 4-0. They were 4-0. They're now 4-1 in the NWOAL, as well as Liberty now will go to 5-0 and in control of the NWOAL Volleyball League. Liberty also goes to 14 and 1 overall. And again, I like this. You'll see the video.
Delta invited Liberty to come and pray on the court.
Yeah, I like this. Unity there on the court. It is competitive. They do want to battle each other, but when it comes to it, this is what it's all about.
And
so
thankful there were no injuries during this match.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, Liberty goes to 14-1, 5-0 in the NWOAL and the league standings. I think I'll pull them up here. Liberty Center again 5-0. Delta moves to 4-1. Swanton's still at 3-1. Evergreen 2-2. PH 1-3.
And Carly and I talked about Liberty's one loss was against Otsego. If we played them today, we think it would be a much different match.
I agree with both of you.
Or at least going to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Liberty has beaten better teams in Otsego this year so far. But, you got to play. So, all right, anything else, ladies, we want to add?
We'll see you Thursday night.
All right, we'll be back on Thursday as the Fairview Apaches come to town. Like I said, this broadcast the video will be available immediately once we archive and it gets uploaded. So you can turn around and watch this. Our girls are still leading the soccer match at stadium there. So they just got back from halftime. And again, they're still up 4-0 over Central Catholic. So for Carly Zeider and Karen Savage and Mr. Cole Ballman down there on the tech, I'm Mark the Captain Bly, and Liberty takes a 3-set victory here from Delta, moves to 5-0 in the NWOAL in first place. So it's always good night, and it's good Tigers sports.